Welcome to my channel, the Bloglana Blood. Campeonas, campeonas, ole, ole, ole. Campeonas, campeonas, ole, ole, ole. Woo! So, coolers all around the world would have known that Barcelona have beaten Real Madrid 2-0 in the final of the Supercopa de España. So Barcelona have done the double over Real Madrid for the last 2 years. That is, Barca men and Barca women have both beaten Real Madrid in the Supercopa final. 2 years in a row. And this is absolute, absolute adoption by Barcelona over Real Madrid, and long may it continue. Real Madrid had a one scammy win over us last season, but Barcelona showing time and again that without referees, Real Madrid cannot win this game. Even in this game, there were certain decisions which went Real Madrid's way, but at the end of the day, the best team won, the better team of the match won, and Barcelona are the super champions for the sixth time in their history, fifth consecutive final. So this is amazing. Let's get into it. So, in this match, let's start with Real Madrid, the losers. Always the bridesmaids in Spain. Long may that remain. So, the losers, Real Madrid, they came up with the formation of Misa in goal because Merla Froms was still injured, although I think she traveled with the team. Eva Navarro at right back, Maria Mendes at left back, Maya Leclerc and Yasmin. This is the difference. Yasmin is the left back. And Caroline Weyer, Sarah Debretz and Angel Dahl were the, midfielders. And Atenea de Castillo, right wing, Naomi Feller was the striker, and Linda Caicedo as the left wing. So if you had watched my previous videos, I had a talk with Yash Thakur, who is a Real Madrid fan, and I asked him, like, because Esmee Brugts was the number one striker for Real Madrid last season, but Quasada doesn't prefer her for some reason, so he uses Naomi Feller as a striker in this match. So this is Real Madrid's formation for the game. And then Barcelona, they went with the usual suspects. So Catacol in goal, Onabate, Mapi Irene Paredes, Esmee Brugts in defense. No surprises there. So Vicky Lopez, Patrick Guijarro, and Alexia Putellas were the midfielders. So Patrick said that she wasn't ready for the athletic game. Like, she said that she wasn't ready to play so many minutes that she played in the semi-final against Athletic Club and also against Alhama, but it seems that she was okay. The medical team did have clearance, and she is actually slightly surprised that she was able to, play those normal minutes, and she also started this game. So that was great. So BK Lopez came in because Aitana is still injured and Laya is still injured. So BK Lopez in midfield, I'm not complaining. And CGH, Payor, and Pina were the front three. So Salma could have started instead of Pina, but maybe it's injury issues or maybe it's just a tactical decision. I do not know. So this was the starting lineup for Barcelona. So that was all. So this is the lineup for Barcelona. And then, so this is what. So Barcelona, the start did not go well actually. It quite went like how they play against Arsenal. They were slow, which I did not like. They were slow, they were tentative, they were trying to probe Real Madrid to see what kind of response they get. And yeah, it did not go well in the first, let's say, 3-4 minutes. Real Madrid pressing, aggressive pressing, ultra aggressive gegen pressing. And yeah, Barca are finding it difficult. But after like 4 or 5 minutes, once they got out, because Barca were not able to get out of the box in the 4 or 5 minutes. And I did not like the way it was going. And this is what happened. But after that, after 5 minutes, once they got the ball out and they went inside Real Madrid's box, they never looked back. After that, yeah, I wouldn't say they had no problem. They did have problems, but not like the way we saw against, let's say, Arsenal, or even against the Clasico, the first Clasico this season, where Barca had some troubles because of Real Madrid's ultra aggressive pressing, because they forced so many turnovers in that game, and they also had some chances in that game. So, but this game, it was not like that. After that 4 or 5 minutes, yeah, they pressed, they forced some turnovers, 1 or 2, but overall, they were able to gain control. They did their homework. Pereira did his analysis. So, kudos to that, because in this whole game, especially even in the second half, Real Madrid were able to do absolute jack shit. Like they pressed, but Barca always had answers, even when they were, Barca were pressed towards their own defensive third. They did not have any problem. They easily passed out of the back. So Real Madrid had one in that last Clasico. Real Madrid had one advantage that they pressed very high and they were able to force turnovers. But in this game, they couldn't. They tried that, but Barca had answers for that. So they came prepared for this game. So that is that. So what I would say is in this game, Barca a lot more control than they had in that last Clasico, because even last Clasico, first half Real Madrid were really really good, and although Barca created so many chances and many of them were his ruled all because the referee was in Real Madrid's paycheck, but in this game Barca created some chances. I wouldn't say that many, but they had absolute control. That is the difference. Last Clasico we had so many chances, but we also considered so many chances. In this game, we did not have as many chances, but we did not concede like at all. Honestly, Real Madrid did not have any shot, like nothing. Catacol was like, let's say she was afraid or something. Like they didn't test Catacol at all. There's just one moment, just the one single moment where Linda Caicedo got the better of Ona Battier, but then she couldn't do anything. So that was like she got in front of Ona Battier, but then Battier was able to come back and then it went for a corner. Or if I'm not wrong, it was a goal kick actually. So yes, Linda Caicedo got the better of Ona Battier once, but after that, Ona Battier completely neutralized Linda Caicedo. Linda had two more tries in counter-attacking, and once she was right inside the box and Ona Battier let the ball go for a corner, and the second time again another counter attack. This time Ona Battier just again she intercepted the ball and went for a corner. Like Linda Caicedo was not able to do anything in this game. After that one time she bet Ona Battier in the first half, she completely neutralized her. Naomi Fuller tried her luck, in counter attack. Caroline Weir's absolute ass in this game. That woman was absolute ass. Yes, I hate her with a passion because of that one Clasico. Because they overhyped her so much that she's one of the best players in the world because she scored 2 against Barcelona in a scammy win. They hyped her so much. She was invisible. Invisible in this game. She was shit. She didn't do anything. Sara Dubrets, again, she couldn't do anything. She was shit in this game. Most of the players were shit in this game. Eva Navarro tried her luck, but she couldn't do anything. Athena Del Castillo was absolute ass in this game. She went forward and then she came back. She went forward, she came back. Esmee Brugts had no trouble dealing with Athena Del Castillo. She had absolutely no trouble. Even CGH was there. CGH actually became the new mother of Athena. Athena missed Rolfa, and CGH was like, okay, if Rolfa goes, I'll adopt Athena. That's what happened. So that was what happened. So like, what do I say? Like, this is how the game went. And Vicky Lopez actually balled in this game. She was really good. She showed Linda Caicedo, who the actual best player under 20 is, the Copa Trophy, right? Yeah, she shows that why she is the rightful owner of the Copa Trophy. And she absolutely balled out there. Alexia had a great game. Patri was amazing in this game. Defense, offense, everything. She was there, here, there, and everywhere. She was absolutely dictating stuff. She even had duels with Linda Caicedo. That's how good she was. Linda was on the wings trying for counter attacks, and Patri is like, okay, I can do that too. She's like, oh no, chill, I can take care of this. She was dealing with everybody. She was there everywhere. And I have to say, this game, the defense was amazing. Amazing. It was bulletproof. Honestly, it was bulletproof. Not even one single attack. I can't even say one single thing where the Barca defense was shit. Like one single mistake. They're absolutely amazing. Mappy Leon and Irene Paredes, defense, airtight, watertight, bulletproof, whatever you want to call it. Because they tried so many counterattacks, but every single time the ball was in Barca's box, Irene was there, Mappy was there. They couldn't do anything. This was one of Barca's best defensive performances I've seen. And this is amazing stuff. I love the defense. But Irene Paredes was shit on the ball. To be honest with you, she was shit, and there was so many misplaced passes. Every time she was on the ball, she either gave it to a Real Madrid player or the pass was, it didn't go to the right place, right person. So I don't know. She was shit on the ball, but amazing off the ball in defense. So we had no worries. And there's also the record of Catacol not conceding a single goal in domestic finals. So there's also that. But Catacol had absolutely nothing to do. She was absolutely a brick wall in that last Clasico, but this Clasico she had absolutely nothing to do. She was just chilling out there. So the defense was really good. Esmee Brugts had a subdued role in attack. Even she said that she had a subdued role in attack because the game went in a different way than she thought she and Pere Romeo envisioned. So she was in midfield. She came inside, but otherwise she was just to pass the ball, but she didn't do much other than that. And she was really good in defense. So nothing to complain. And she also scored the goal, man. She scored the opener and the winner because Real Madrid didn't score anything else. So she scored a beautiful goal from a corner from Mappillon. And before that corner, I have to say, it was in the halfway line. Real Madrid were having the ball, and Eva Payor comes from her, advanced position. She comes to the halfway line. She presses. She gets the ball, and then she initiates the attack. And the ball, she passes to Pina, and then it comes back to Vicky Lopez, who's behind. And Vicky Lopez, from there, she dribbles past a player, and she hits it. And Misa makes a save. So she was the one who initiates the attack and forces the corner, indirectly, I would say. But she was the one. If she had not made that, press and won the ball, this whole thing wouldn't have happened. The corner wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have got the goal. We have still scored somehow, but this is what happened. So I can only talk about this. So Vicky forces the corner, and in the resulting corner, Mappy gives it to Esmee, who scores it. So Eva Payor, she did not score a goal. We have to talk about her. Eva Payor, she did everything else really well. Press, winning the balls, dueling. And she was, this is kind of interesting. I've seen Barca Femini counter-attack with Eva Payor, but this was another level because every time we got the ball, pass the ball to Eva. We were not hoofing the ball directly, but just a straight pass. And Eva was creating absolute mess out there to Real Madrid defenders. So it's kind of interesting. But usually Barca, when they counter-attack, usually of CGH, either Salma or Pino also. But this time it's just, Eva, you go girl, you take care of it, we'll see what happens. Every time CGH got the ball, she just gave it to Eva. A straight pass, that's it. So yeah, that was that was interesting. Although I wouldn't say it was absolutely effective, but again, it kept Real Madrid on the toes because every time they went forward, especially when they considered the first goal, they had to go forward, and they had a threat that Eva Payor was always gonna, attack. So, and she also has so many chances in this game. This should not have been 2-0. This 2-0 actually flatters Real Madrid. I am sure Yash Thakur and all the other Madridistas will say, it's only 2-0. They they scored a goal via a scammy corner and a scammy penalty. That is not a penalty. Only 2-0. This is the minor details. Otherwise, Madrid were really equal to Barca. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I'll come to the statistics later. But Real Madrid were ass in this game. Other than the first 5 minutes, they were absolute ass. They tried pressing, they tried whatever they could. They couldn't do absolute shit in this game. Barca had this game under absolute control. Yes, Barca scored from a corner, which is a legitimate corner, and a penalty, which is a proper penalty. Sheila Garcia absolutely manhandles, women handles, whatever. She just trips her inside the box, and that's a penalty. And she scores it. Alexia scores a goal. Amazing. If this is our new resolution, I'm really, really happy because I was scared. I thought she would miss it, but she scored, and Misa didn't even, she was completely wrong-sided. So I'm really happy Alexia scored. So I'll come to that later. So do not get gaslit by Madridistas saying that he had an equal game. It's not an equal game. This actually flatters Real Madrid. Barca's shooting boots, I don't know what happened to them. It was not great. We should have scored at least 4 goals. At least 4 goals. CGH has an absolute... She had one job to do. Okay, there's so many things I want to talk. There's so many thoughts going in my mind. Okay, let's guess first. CGH had a chance. A header, which should have gone in because Payor gets a chance. She hits it straight at me. I don't know. Every time Payor had a chance, she hit it straight at Misa. I don't know what happened. It's like she became Alexia Putellas for some reason. Because every other time, in the most difficult of games, from the most difficult of angles, she scores goals. But this time, I don't know what happened tonight. In that night, she hit everything straight at Misa. I don't know why. And for some reason, she's an elite striker. But for some reason, she's absolutely allergic to scoring chip goals. She can't chip. I don't know why. Does Pereira do the coaching staff not tell her to chip, or does she just forget to chip? I don't know what happens. She should learn to chip, or she should chip at that time, because that's a very effective way of scoring goal. Because Misa just came way forward. She was just rushing her. She could have just chipped her. She tried to, I don't know what she tried. She just hit it straight at Misa. So that was annoying. So CGH had one chance and she hit it straight at the bar. That was annoying. And the other miss was Vicky Lopez crossed into the box, and Pina just it's Pina header and it just goes over the bar. Claudia Pina, Claudia Pina is threatening Real Madrid. Not just Real Madrid. Even in the last game, if I'm not last game or the game before, she scored a header goal. So Claudia Pina is scoring header goals. Yeah, she scored against Alhama. Yeah, she scored a header goal against Alhama. Claudia Pina is scoring header goals for us. This season is really crazy. I love it. I love it. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. It's just weird. See Claudia Pina score header goals. But yeah, who cares? We get the goals. Who cares? So that was that. So, and then speaking of CGH, I don't know, man. I'm going to make a separate video about CGH. I'm really worried. We won this game. I'm happy. But CGH, I don't know what. Maybe it is that she has some heart problems and coaching staff told her not to run too many times, because she did not make, I did not see her make one proper, she did not dribble at all. She did not dribble at all. She did not take on the defender, not even once. That is her specialty. She was famous for that. CGH strikes fears in defenders because of her ability. 1v1, even 1v2, she doesn't care. But she made no dribbles in this game. Every time she got the ball, she just gave it to Payer, or she back passed, or she passed to the midfielders. She was just there as a link-up player. That's all she did. I don't know why. Maybe it's a heart issue, or maybe there is an injury and she's not 100% fit. I don't know. Because CGH is a player who always loves to take players on, no matter who the opposition is. Salma Basha or what is her name? Olga Carmona. She doesn't care who is in front of her. If it's a shit defender or one of the best defenders in the world, she does not care. She takes people on with her dribbling. But she did not do that once. I don't know. I hope she can do that later. I hope it's just a tactical thing, or maybe they're just managing her load, or I don't know what it is. Nobody asked her or Periomi about this, but I'm really worried. Last season, CGH was not her best form. She was so far away from her best form. And if you want to win the Champions League, CGH has to be in her A game. Otherwise, I don't know how you're going to win the Champions League, to be honest. Other players are all cooking really good, but whenever we win the Champions League, CGH will all be cooking. Any final you take, when we won, CGH was the heart of Barca. So I'm really worried about CGH. I don't know, but that was really worrying for me. Otherwise, everybody did well. Pina had a good game. All of them had a good game. They just could not score. I don't know why they could not score. But okay, see, for all the chances we created, we could only score via a corner and a penalty. I'll take it. In a final, it does not matter how you win. What matters is you win. So we won it. We are super champions. Amazing, amazing victory. The first trophy of the season. One more asking to Real Madrid. And again, a statement to Real Madrid said, that scammy win, that's just a scammy win. You did not work for it. And they are Barca Femina, the true queens of Spain. They continue to rule Spain. And you will always be the bridesmaids, or whatever the fuck this is called. You'll always be number 2. You'll never be number 1 in Spain. So there's still a Copa del Reina quarterfinal against Real Madrid at the Di Stefano. They'll be aching for revenge there. So let's see what happens there. But that's a headache for later. So Barca Femini have again been, and yes, special mention, the Madrid Femini. They actually made a God of Honor for the Barca Femini. So a small class act from a very classless club. The men can actually learn from this. Mbappe can learn from this. So yeah, that is really classy. So yeah, Aitana was there, Alexandre was there, Laporta was there, and they all had fun. Laporta lifted the trophy. They all had fun. It was amazing to watch them win. So 1 of 4, 3 more to go. Next is the league. I think the Copa del Rey is just 1 week before the Champions League. So the league is next. We're all 10 points ahead in the table, so nothing to worry about. So yeah, amazing final. Barca played a perfect game. They I won't say perfect, but almost near perfect game. They controlled really well. They had multiple chances to score goals. They couldn't score, but it's okay. It happens. Sometimes it happens. What matters is they won. So overall, amazing performance, amazing defensive performance. If if this defensive performance stays for the whole of the season, we don't have to worry about anything. We can get a scammy goal somehow. We don't care. Even a Champions League final, we don't have to worry. But this was amazing. So yeah. What else? Yeah. See, in terms of what do you call substitutes? Uh, Claudia Pina and CGH went off in the 50th minute. Clara Serrajordi came in, and then CGH came out, and then Serrajordi came in. Serrajordi also actually a good game. She had a very good game in this. I'm really happy to see Serrajordi flourishing. I mean, we are already looking ahead to the future. I'm really happy. She's doing really, really well. The hype is real. Clara Serrajordi, remember the name. And then Aisha Kamara again. Aisha Kamara also did it. This girl is just crazy, man. She came on as the left back. She came on for Esmee Brugts. She casually plays left back, and she took care of Athania. Not Athania. Yeah, she took care of Athania like it's nothing. Like this girl, you put her right back against Chelsea, she doesn't give a fuck. She takes care of business. You put her as centre back, she doesn't give a fuck. She put her as left back, she doesn't give a fuck. This girl is unbelievable. Very shy off the field, but on the field, she's an absolute beast. I love her. She's amazing. There's a reason Barca are trying to give her a professional contract and make her a long-term stay here. This girl is really good. And then Salma came on for Pina, right? No, Salma came on for Vicky Lopez. Salma became the right winger this game. So yeah, I was not complaining. But yeah, she had a decent game on the right wing. She's just coming back from injury, so nothing much to say about Salma. And then Sydney came on 8th minute. I thought she would score another goal like she did in the last Clasico, but yeah, she couldn't. So yeah, all in all, a very good game. Defense was amazing. I have seen this trend in this season. We are controlling games a lot more than we used to last season, and the amount of goals or the chances we're conceding also very less. And this game was an absolute massive improvement from the last Clasico, where Real Madrid had so many chances in turnovers. This time they couldn't create that many. They did not have much. So I love that. And I said I will talk about the stats. Yes, sure. Barca had 67% possession, Real Madrid of 33. Okay. And Barca conceded 8 shots. Real Madrid conceded 19 shots. Okay. And they also had 2 yellow cards. And yes, speaking of yellow cards, Yasmin made an absolute foul. She just pushed Ona Bhatia off in the box, let's say 18-20 minutes into the match, and the referee just saying, no, that's nothing. It's not even a shoulder-to-shoulder foul. She just pushes her off, and it's not a penalty. Like, what the fuck was that? But yeah, I mean, CGS also makes a foul, makes a foul on Linda Kaiser outside the box. But they thought they could give a red card, but she was offside. So they tried their best to help Real Madrid, but nothing happened. Nothing could be done. So that was that. And then both committed 5 fouls, and then Barca made 58 recoveries. So that's not the main stat. The main stat. See, Barca, as I said, they had 18 shots. Okay, overall they had 18 shots, 11 on target. Okay, 11. Real Madrid had 5 shots, 4 off target, 1 on target. Real Madrid had 1 shot on target. Barca Femini had 11 shots on target. And Madridistas will try to gaslight you to telling that this was a close game. That's all. I rest my case. Okay? 11 shots on target to 1 shot on target. Make it make sense. How is this a close game? It's not a close game at all. Last Clasico, the first half was really close. I agree. Second half, again, Barca had control. And even the first half, Payet should have a poker. 2 goals, they were ruled out for no fucking reason. But still, I can concede that Real Madrid were really good. They were forcing a lot more turnovers. I can concede that. In this game, they were absolute ass. After the first 5 minutes, absolute ass. So, whatever, man. Whatever. I don't care. Barca Femini won. Amazing victory. Super champions. The men and the women are cooking Real Madrid. It's the second season in a row. We love to say it. They rule Spain. They're the best team in Spain, men and women. So, amazing stuff. So, thank you for watching. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Let's make it big. So, yeah, I'm very happy. So, thank you for watching. Vesca Barca.